Hi, my name is Kurtis Parks, and I'm the lead pastor of Bridges Nashville. We're a newer church plant that's been meeting in the heart of Music City for the last year and a half in a bar. And from the very beginning, worship has been at the core of our DNA. I love worship because it focuses on the goodness of God and what's right with Him instead of what's not so right in our own world. I think as worship leaders and songwriters and pastors, worship songs can become altar moments to God's faithfulness, even in a tough season. And these last couple of months for us as a church have been extremely difficult. 2 months ago, we had our trailer with all of our worship and production gear, all of our kids stuff and signage. Our trailer was stolen. And then the very next week, a tornado swept through Nashville and devastated our city. And so as we were trying to pick up the pieces from having all of our gear and equipment taken, we were turning around and trying to figure out how do we be the hands and feet of Jesus to our community. And then in less than a month's time, the coronavirus pandemic swept across the globe. And now many of us are not meeting physically in our usual gatherings as churches. On the front end of this, Delaney Ramsdale, one of our worship leaders, and myself, we got together and wrote a song called Jesus You Are. And that song has been an anthem for our church over these last couple of months in the midst of all of those trials. And when we found out that we couldn't gather together during quarantine, we quickly said, hey, how do we get this song out there to be something that our church can worship to, and maybe even beyond that? And so I reached out to our worship team and from all across Nashville and even beyond that across the U.S. Because we were kind of sent out in different places with our worship team. We recorded this song from our home studios with our iPhones. And we put it all together. Our good friend Travis Flynn put the video together, and we released it on Facebook and social media on April 3rd. Within a matter of a few hours, the song had been viewed thousands of times, shared hundreds of times, and we knew that this is a song for right now, for our world, for our society, for our culture, what we're going through. The words of the bridge say Jesus is the Prince of Peace and the Son of Truth. If there's two things that our world needs to be reminded of right now, it's peace and truth. God is peace in the midst of a storm, and Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, even among confusion and much doubting. And so I pray that as you listen to this song, it's an inspiration, it's hope-filled for you today. Let the song remind you that Jesus is the Prince of Peace and the Son of Truth. If anybody's worth glorifying right now, Jesus, you are. God bless.